Good morning. I just woke up. It is about 7 o'clock on Wednesday morning. This video is going live today, hopefully at 11, although I have a feeling I won't manage that. I've been walking around trying to figure out what I want to talk about. Do I want to give you a plant, how to grow a specific plant, an indoor plant? Do I want to give you an update on the wisteria? I could totally do that actually. This is the second little wisteria and it is sending up shoots, and this is the first one. It's also sending up shoots. Looking pretty good. I could do a plant thing, but I'd have to research the plant. I do research all of my videos before I do them. Even if I have grown the plant for many years and I know how to do it, I still want to go back and make sure that the numbers and the information, the time, everything I'm giving you guys, you know, how long does it take to grow and what temperature the soil be, that it's absolutely spot on. So doing a video on a plant means that I would have to do some research. Not that it's like the end of the world. I mean, okay, I get out a few of my books here. I do use the internet a lot, but I find that, or I personally like to use books more, and if I don't have a book that has the information that I need, then I'm searching to find a book that covers more of what I want to cover. I do this because although the internet is a fantastic source of information, it's not always fact-checked. I mean, okay, books aren't always fact-checked either, but they do have references in the back of them where they tell you what books they reference the information from, and typically the people that write them actually know what they're talking about, or they've done them for a long time. So I really prefer to get my information out of books. I just feel like it's a little more solid. And then I would sit down and do a tutorial for you, or an episode. So last night I rendered down some fat that I got for the bird, some suet, and I put some birdseed in there, and there's a little bit of actual meat in there too. And I filled it and I laid it down and then brought it outside to cool. And the other one I did in a cup, kind of. Actually, it's kind of neat. You can see like how the oil has dropped to the bottom underneath. I did it in the cup so that it's standing. I don't know, I can't get it out of there with one hand. And then what I'm going to do with these, see if it works, is I'm going to turn them upside down and hang them in the little branches. Now, as soon as we get too high above 0, and we are +4 today, which is really exciting, and +5 tomorrow, which is also super exciting, which is why I'm standing outside. But as soon as it's too far above 0, the raccoons will come out and they will demolish these. They will just eat them right out, which isn't the end of the world. I mean, the poor raccoons are hungry too, so if they want to eat it, all the power to them. So have I mentioned that we have a little dude here? There he is. He's awesome. He just figured out how to climb up onto the chair, onto any chair. We have 3 chairs in our house. It's a very small house. So if I'm red, it's because I've been coughing. I just clipped that part out for you guys. Yeah, so Bruno has figured out how to jump up onto the chairs. He's not jumping from the chairs onto the table yet, and he also is not big enough to jump all the way up onto the counter, but he's able to jump on the chairs, and he's adorable. It's okay. We're training him like a puppy. So how are you guys doing? What are you doing? It's February. How are you doing for stuff? Have you started your seeds? I'm thinking about starting my seeds. I'll probably start seeds next week. That's going to be a big thing. I do have everything ready. It's all here. I just decided which seeds I want to do. And speaking of seeds, actually, speaking of which seeds I'd like to do, it is cold. We have 2 large grow beds, which I want to cover in cold frames, and then growing things like spinach, anything from the Brachysis family, kale. These things would all do really, really well in the winter, in the cold. It's the wrong time of year to start tomatoes or peppers, because they really want to be warm. They want like 19 to 21 degrees soil. I am going to go to Baker's Creek and try to order some seeds, especially watermelons. I really want to get some kind of watermelon that's good for Canadian summers, short but really hot. And speaking of which, if you guys know of a type of watermelon seeds you can recommend, let me know below. Something that will do really well in Eastern Ontario. We get really hot summers, but they're really, really short. September, October, you know, we're talking like 100 days max. But I would grow the watermelons in a greenhouse or in a cold frame. Like I did last year, in the cold frame with the glass on top. So it stayed nice and warm inside, and it was just a matter of coming over and making sure it had enough water. So that is my good morning. How are you doing? Vlog, I guess we'll call it a vlog. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please let me know in the comments below. I do read all of the comments, unless you're a troll, in which case YouTube, there are already parameters that will remove the troll comments, so I don't even see them. So there's no point in even putting them there. But yeah, tell me what you're doing and what you're growing, and let me know how it's going. It is February. Do you have cabin fever? I do not have cabin fever. I'm quite surprised. I thought that I might have cabin fever, but it is so beautiful outside. There are deer and birds and squirrels. There's wildlife everywhere. Thanks for watching. I'm Scarlett, and I'll see you next week or in another episode. Toodaloo.
So cute watching him walk, because he doesn't walk, he jumps. Jump, 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 jump. Oh, Scarlett's going down the hall. Jump, 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 jump. Oh, Scarlett gave me the grandma. Now what am I gonna do? Grandma's okay. She's not quite as good, but she's alright. I peed on her last time. She got through all those layers.